Um, we got yeah, the third Japan fighting game publishers roundtable, where basically ArcSys, Arika, SNK, Capcom, Sega, and Bandai Namco get together and talk about the state of fighting games and what's going on and what they want to
Oh
do.
wow, it really is gonna be like 5 rollbacks and a Harada.
It's coming, but there's other places to go, you know. So a couple things, I suppose. Wholesome. We got announcements. Biggest probably drop has been the return. Testament has returned to Strive. Testament is back, and they're looking great. I'm absolutely fucking happy to see what's going on there. The interesting thing, looking at the trailer, because I'm watching it and I'm squinting and I'm like, show me a fucking tree. Let me see a fucking web trap. Let me see
Nope.
that
No, all
EXE
new.
beast. Let me see that shit.
Nope.
Like a trauma victim. And it's gone. And I'm like, oh shit. Oh,
They're
we got a new
now a real
character.
character.
They're now real, and everybody is gonna get blown up by the gender nooch. Step up your
So
footsies. Let's go.
I feel like literally a year ago on FGC Twitter I saw the joke gender neutral implies the existence of gender footsies.
Yep.
And
Yep.
that becoming like aggressively real just yesterday is absolutely
Hilario.
hilarious,
And the thing is like, if any
hilarious.
and if you are unfamiliar like with Testament, like that character being the example to use, the level of oppression, like the fear that Testament brings based on plus R and everything back in the day, it was crazy, you know. So seeing how they get adapted to Strive and whatever the mixes are going to be from now on, because now we've seen their gameplay explained. It's like, okay, this is still kind of nuts, but it's nothing compared to what it used to be. It's puppy dog
It's
mode. It's gonna be fine.
it's not the I don't remember where all the fucking shit they hid on the screen
They hit
is.
it. It's yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's great. Um, Top Hat, let's fucking go.
I like
Um,
Testament's new hat.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Um, yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Testament. I'm glad to see what I'm glad to see that, like, the little shot of them in the ending of Strive story mode, because they wanted to include everybody. It was unredesigned, but there was a little bit of a change. I forget exactly, but there's a couple of details. But it seems like they were working on something at the time, but it wasn't fully settled yet. You know. And yeah, now we're gonna see it fully unveiled.
Oh, it's like the old like leather crop top look.
Exactly, exactly. With, I think, a couple of slight details, but they're so far in the background that, like, you can't fully embrace the full glory that we can now. Um, and you know, always fun to see. I mean, it's not to see like Buttons freaking the fuck out, you know, and shit like that. You're like, oh yeah, no, like, maximum hotness has been accomplished. Good
Yeah, New
shit.
Testament's hot as shit.
Yep, yep. And you're just like, okay, so, um, knowing what they do, knowing what Jacko's crouch pose is, knowing what Biken's walking animation is, which one of these, like, attacks or poses will be the thirst button?
I don't know. I don't know if this counts, but somebody pulled a still from the trailer in which Testament's new low kick is a pretty standard looking low kick. It's just like them crouching like their right leg knee down and like their left leg extended and like a pretty like reused short. But they're picking up like the hem of the cloak, like
Yeah.
dainty like, and lifting it
Yeah.
up, so it's
Yeah.
actually a curtsy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Like
Nice.
it's, oh man,
Mm-hmm.
that's great.
Yeah. And I also think that the gameplay wise, you're looking at another like normal character instead of like the freak systems of
I don't know. They have a stain mechanic that I watched the video. I don't know what it does.
it's basically a second hit that pops when they touch you again, right? So it allows for combo extensions. And it's going to be much more straightforward than gun play and weird Jacko assists because you need fucking 200 IQ to get them
And in this behemoth typhoon,
precisely. So Baiken was, excuse me, immensely popular for being like the first of that DLC pack. That's kind of like it's a character. They have a cool counter, but it's a character. You're not going to be too stressed out about it. And I think Testament is also going to be a low stress character. So yeah, I imagine they'll be popular too when the drop comes. Yeah. So that was a surprise, and also kind of deconfirms that leak list from way back
a little
when.
bit.
That leak list was mostly accurate, but not entirely. And I wonder if that was like a swerve that was made behind the scenes on purpose or not. But that was not supposed to be who was expected. The leak basically expected that man to be the next character. So
I don't care for that man. I really
that's
don't.
fine. Asuka. I'm interested in seeing what the mage style systems would be. I'm curious to see what the mage zoner like gameplay would convert into. I think it could be interesting. And like the fact that in Exerd story mode, like specifically Soul asks Kai for advice on how to fight a zoner, like as he gets ready to fight Asuka. Like it is something that I kind of I'd like to see.
That's
what
weird.
Yeah, because Kai and the Knights have a lot of tactics that are made for fighting off gears and monsters in a very particular way, and magic users, and so Soul is like, yeah, fucking teach me something, please, and he's like, okay, I'll teach you the matchup. Is how that game ends.
Soul looks to Kai and says, I'm all gorillaed out.
I've ungood, and now my bunga's too weak. What do I do? So yeah, basically like
get a projectile, Saul.
A real one.
Get a real projectile is Kai's advice.
And then he's like, what if I just drag and install for 2 seconds and fly across the screen with all iframes? Is that a projectile?
No, it's not.
Not if I jump, idiot. 6S. That'll do it. That'll show him. Fucking idiot. Yeah. So, yeah. Testament back. The Schmicks is in. God bless. And shout outs to the old interviews with Daisuke, where he's like, yeah, so, we pretty much, like, a Testament is someone that has surpassed humanity. They're X-gender in Japan, so, going the gender-neutral route. And they have... Testament is Testament. They have surpassed their humanity, kind of like I have. And I'm like, yep, Daisuke and Araki are these kind of barely human figures at this point.
Yeah, so to me, it means very different when Araki would say something like that as when Daisuke would say something like that, because, like, I feel like with Daisuke, it's like you go, and then you look up from your notepad and you're sitting in front of and giving an interview to like a Stratocaster
Yeah, yeah.
with like a guitar with with lips on it.
I do have to say that like I was very surprised because what I expected when I met him to do the interview was like long hair, like full on rebellion, the embracing the fire within on stage Daisuke, and what I got was the quiet later Bowie years where short hair, glasses, just calmly delivering the interview. And it's like, yeah, well, I suppose at the end of the day, no matter what you see as the front facing image, like these are still game devs. Like, like whatever Yakuza man wants you to believe about himself, he's still a game developer. So don't get
You
too caught
know,
up in the hype.
there's something about Nagoshi. There's an internal feeling in my chest when he's hanging out with those dudes so often that I can only imagine they're like, "Hey man, you want to shake this guy down for fun? Come on, we'll send the big guy with you. You can do it. You come on, it'll be fun. It'll be fun."
Oh, I'll make it a side quest. Yeah, yeah. So other things were announced. Oh yeah. So okay.